ABC7's business commentator Richard Stern joining us now. Richard, I know we recently hit 25,000, but could it be that we hit 26,000 today?
Jacqueline, I think you're onto something. 26,084 was the high of the day, up almost, well, more than 280 points intraday. That was actually about 10 o'clock this morning. Little by little, we lost most of that gain, and actually by 4 o'clock at the close, I saw red numbers instead of green. Frankly, I've been doing this for a long time, and red numbers once in a while are just fine. They weren't terrible, but things cooled off a little bit, and in the long term, that's probably exactly what we need. Let's take a look at the final figures, and they really aren't terribly disturbing. You see the Dow down 10 points, a whopping 0.04%, closing at 25,792.86. That on volume of 688 million shares. The NASDAQ was the biggest loser of the day, down 37 points, 0.5%, closing at 7,224. That on volume of 1,809 million shares. And if those two are down, so's the S&P, down 10 points, a little over 1/3% at 2,776.42. Well, some terrific news today from Merck. There you see it. Merck, the drug company, and Merck, a component of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, announced that its drug Keytruda, you may have seen ads for it, Keytruda, along with two already used medications for cancer, chemo drugs, have already advanced the life of people who have lung cancer and stopped the growth of the lung cancer. It's a major breakthrough. Shares are up by 6%. Lots of people who certainly, unfortunately, have cancer may want to talk to their physicians, their oncologists, about exactly what Merck released today. But again, it was fantastic news from a medical standpoint, fantastic news from an investment standpoint, and certainly, frankly, the investment side is a little pale when compared to what it could do to help people who have lung cancer.
Pretty exciting news.
Absolutely.
And also some news on General Electric tonight.
Yeah, and it's never very exciting about GE. We've seen that for 4 or 5 years now, but the stock was down again today, almost 3%, and now they're talking about General Electric possibly being broken up into a series of smaller companies. It's not the GE that I grew up with, I'll tell you that.
No, certainly not. All right, Richard, thanks so much for the update tonight.
You're very welcome.